Hey guys, welcome back to more Wave Patrol. We're starting this off on season 2 as well. Alright, says episode 1, something's off again in Miami. Forward quest play. Let's remember it again. So I'm going to be starting playing choices soon. And so I want you guys to go ahead and give me your story options. Once again, the ones recommended were Ride or Die, Open Heart, and Endless Summer. So those are some options if you want some of those, or if there's any new story or something that I haven't heard about, like that. So once again, I'm going to be saying this in the front of every video for the next couple of videos, just so I can get all the votes in. So yeah, so if you have a preference for that, you don't care, that's fine. Yeah, so I can see what I'm going to play for choices, because I want to do that probably towards the end of this month. Yeah, okay, now, so something's off again in Miami. All right, so we wrapped up our investigation. Hello? What? He's holding, oh, it's like he's holding a camera. It looked like a chainsaw. But why is there's blood on the car, though? All right, that's the new intro thing. Intro image for the season. But the last time we wrapped up our last investigation about the drugs situation that was on the beach and the stupid candies on the ice cream truck. Yeah, and we arrested Alex and all stuff like that. So that happened. So now I guess we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. Like, should we like go home, or is there gonna be? I assume it's gonna be a new mission here since it's called Wave Patrol, and I don't think there was an ocean where she lived before. Chapter 1: No Rest for the Wicked. Several days passed. The weather calmed down to its normal state. Furious gales turned to warm breezes, and the ocean calmed down. People crowded the beaches once again. Melody lay on the sand among them as a beachgoer for a change. Michael was very insistent that she give up her career as a lifeguard. At least I resigned with no problems at all. The job was interesting. I learned so much, saved a few lives, and completed my assignment. She stretched lazily and shook off some sand that clung to her hip. I got so used to the other lifeguards. Well, it seems like anyone's prohibiting me from keeping in touch, right? You like being a lifeguard. Shelly turned on her towel and looked at Melody. By the way, if you move around, the tan's gotta stick, like, way better. You tired of playing around, Shelly? I don't know, there's like something missing. Ouch! A brightly colored ball hit Shelly's butt. Melody caught it while it was rebounding and looked around for the owner. A guy walked up to them, utterly unremarkable except for his wide white smile. Thanks for catching my ball. I'm glad it ended up in good hands. So you're playing ball even though you have a camera attached to your hip. Is he the mystery guy we saw in the shadow? Okay, you're automatically suspect number 1. He stuck out his hand expectantly. Oh, to get the ball back. I was so, like, totally scared. I should apologize then, shouldn't I? Well, fuck yeah, you hit somebody with your ball. How about a friendly game of beach volleyball? That's not apologizing. Sounds like totally cool. Melody, what do you think? Oh, hell no, you go ahead. That will kick their butts. Let's get revenge for your posterior. Melody handed the ball back to the guy. That's the spirit. He's creepy. Why is he wearing so many clothes on the beach? Isn't he hot? They headed to a small group of nearby people nearby. I'm Carl, by the way. I don't care, but now we have your name, so that makes you even more suspect. These are my companions, Martin, Brent, Mickey, Ashley, and Eve. Great, even more people to read. The girls introduced themselves. Hey. Hey. Those two are basically synchronous. Good day. You know what he reminds me of? That guy, I don't remember his name, but he's going to be a big part of season 2 and Seduced by the Rhythm. Orlando, I think his name was. He reminds me of him, and that's not a good thing. Hello. Nice to meet you. Oh, she's the coolest one. So, are we playing? We're behind schedule here. Eve, my dear, what schedule? We're on vacation. You all may be on vacation, but I still have some things to do. Where are you from? The City of Angels, LA. Whoa, that's like way cool, and even more concerning that you're wearing a jacket. Maybe he has like burns or something. I always wanted to visit. There's nothing worth seeing there. Oh please, what about all the Hollywood stars? Okay, that'll hold your attention for like 5 minutes. Hollywood doesn't look that great. I even got photos. Show me, show me. Asha got her phone out. That's me and Torino. And Torino, oh my god. Nicholas Bird. And here a man talked to Nicholas Bird into a selfie. Are you sure it was the real Nicholas Bird? These are characters from My Hollywood Story. Shelly's eyes glowed with excitement. Come on, we're nearly halfway through our trip and you're still talking about Hollywood. We could have just stayed. Okay, okay, how do we split into teams? I haven't played in a while. I hope I can remember how it's done. Play carefully or play aggressively? Be aggressive. Sorry. Time to blow off some steam. She shuffled her feet on the hot sand, getting used to her place. The match started. Am I going to have to do something? I remember I was quite good at jump, overhand, serve. Let's see. She stepped forward, launched the ball high into the air, stepped with the other foot, and sprang to meet the ball. Melody swung at the ball hard. Bam! The ball streaked over the net, impacted the sand between her surprised opponents. Yeah! Oh wow, Carl. I thought it was a friendly game. Looks like we can play in earnest. I can't remember if I was going daring or caution. I'm pretty sure I was going daring because I was real surprised once again that Jake wanted to be with me because I thought you have to be on caution to figure that out. I don't know. A few rounds later, Eve asked for a break. Typical Eve. Just knows getting into the mood. Don't pout, honey. She smiled and kissed him. How can I pout when you're with me? Martin sighed, softly and sentimentally looking at them. Brent noticed that and squeezed his hand. Oh, there's a lot of couples here. Even Carl don't look like a couple, though. Oh, yeah, because Carl is crazy. Out of the corner of her eye, I'm telling you, he's a psychopath. Out of the corner of her eye, she noticed the familiar figure. Who is it? Hey, Melody. Speaking of crazy people. Hey, Jake? Why so surprised? I saw you and decided to come say hi. He's really friendly all of a sudden. Right? Dude, his mood swings are just like... Are you standing on this tower today? Yeah, right on the second. Surprise faded and she noticed that he was holding something behind his back. I hope it's not a gun. The lifeguard noticed her stare and smile. Didn't they have like a romantic something at the end of last season? Why is she so shocked? I have something for you. Now with 100% less additives and side effects. Oh, the ice cream? Oh no. I don't want to get sick again. Are you sure it's safe? 100%. You can share it with me if you want. Yeah, you eat some too. Here you go. She offered him the cone. Jake shamelessly bit off at least half of it. Hey! It's not like Steve's, but it's good enough. Shelly came from behind and embraced Melody's shoulders. What do we have here? Come on, let's play some more. Melody, would you introduce us? Sure, why not? Shelly, this is Jake. Jake, this is Shelly. Shelly rolled her eyes tragically. Oh no, best friend traded for a hot lifeguard. What? Kidding, just kidding. Well, I finished the ice cream. There's nothing abnormal happening. The lifeguard still saw her suspicious gaze and smirked knowingly. That's not funny. I was really sick. I should get back to the tower. Okay. Be seeing you. Somebody told me there was a better option this season. Somebody told me that. So I could... So I probably should like stop things with Jake because it seems like they're just kind of like friendly right now. It's not too lovey-dovey or whatever. So somebody told me there was a better time. Not somebody. Miriam. You told me that, what's his name? Charles? I think an option called Charles is coming up. No, it wasn't Charles. You told me about Charles and they're introduced by the rhythm also. You told me somebody was coming up. There's a new option in town. So I'm going to say, be seeing you. And thanks for the ice cream. You're welcome. See you later. Okay, so we're cordial. We're cool. Great. I didn't even have to do nothing. Great. Okay. So I'm open for a new relationship if there is one. If there's not, then we might backtrack a little bit. We'll see. His broad back moved off to the tower. So, are you two together or what? Her phone rang insistently. Oops, saved by the bell. Michael? Agent, I'm expecting you in 2 hours in my office. Alright, did something happen? I'd like you to meet someone. I'm waiting for you. Alright, something definitely happened. She approached the volleyball players and called Shelly aside. Shelly, I have to step away for a bit. It's about my job. She gave her friend a significant look. Oh, okay. I'll stay here for a bit. She looked back at her new acquaintances. These guys are so cool. Can you imagine they're all tied to the movies? What? Are they all actors? Shelly laughed. Not everyone from LA is an actor, silly. That's impolite. But most work in the film industry. Looks like it. See you in the evening then? Sure. She gathered her things and Shelly went back to her new friends. I still have time to get back home and change, but I have to hurry. Oh, we have to be worried though, because Carl's a psycho. So if Shelly gets too involved with them, Shelly could be the one getting hurt this season. So we gotta be careful there. I'm gonna mess him up. I'm telling you, that dude strikes me the wrong way. I'm telling you, I feel like he's a psycho. So what wardrobe would fit the occasion best? A bold plaid. A bright accent. Wah! Or pure black. Alright. Alright. Graphic eye lines. Expressive lips. Or pastel tones. I feel like having this makeup in hand could be good to dress up even in a different outfit. Pastel tones. It's not bad. It's interesting. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with the boat lip. Right. Now I'm ready for anything. I wouldn't say anything. Just saying, but... She sat at a table at the FBI building's cafeteria and watched Michael approach her, flanked by an unfamiliar man. Whoa, why are we not doing this in his office? The man looked very square and hard-headed. His looks contrasted with the contents of his tray, a suspiciously pink smoothie and a frosted donut with a lot of whipped cream on it. I was not ready for this. I didn't know they served that here. The man noticed her surprised look and smiled. Agent, you're right on time. Please allow me to introduce Special Agent Phillips. She rose from the table to shake hands with him. His grip was stone hard. You can call me George. All right. I don't think this was the new romance option I was told about. Then you can call me Melody. Mr. Phillips, would you explain the case once more? Here? Not in the office? I specialize in serial killers. It's Carl. He did it. He did it. I'm calling it. There's this guy with a camera on the front. He has a camera. He's shady. He's wearing a hoodie when it's freaking hot outside. All of it adds up. He's shady. He's so shady. It would appear that one of those I was hunting for a long time is currently here in Miami. He's also visiting. He said this in an entirely conversational tone, which is not remarkable by itself. He's had his hands full all over the coast, and you sure it's a he. Pacific Coast, San Diego, Ocean City, San Francisco, another dozen places, even on Hawaii. Phillips took a big bite out of his donut and chewed it darkly. Wait, what makes you think it's a man? Are you sure? Fits the profile. Women kill differently, and they almost never travel. I like to catch him fast. I'm afraid he's preparing something grandiose this time. Michael looks stunned by this assertion. Grandiose. I found his profile on a darknet forum. He's posting his creations there. Oh no. He's working for an audience. Taking pictures of his work! Photography! This guy! Pictures? Phillips nodded somber. I don't recommend looking at them while at the table. He's a visionaire, or at least a self-styled one. Conversation hit a pause and she decided to take advantage of it. What do I ask about? Visionaire or Darknet? Visionaire? I want to know what do you mean. What do you mean when you say visionaire? I mean, he has a vision, an absolutely twisted one. He sees himself as this great creator when realizing his fantasies. How do you know that? Hasn't Michael told you? I've been working on serial killers for, what, a decade now? I have a nose for these things. I suspect there will be several victims this time, which means I need your information. The more you can tell me, the better. Michael, you just wrapped up that case, right? What's the state of Miami now? Melody felt the pleasant tingle of anticipation before a new case. I'm sitting on my hands here anyway. Could he need a partner? Impress George with your story. Oh no! I only have 16. No! I've done goofed. And I don't even remember goofing that hard. I'm too short. Oh man, this is the first episode. I doubt I missed those 2 points this episode. I'm pretty certain. Shall we check? No, I did not miss in this episode. Oh no, means I have to go through and replay season 1. Oh no! Huh. Okay, fine. We'll continue on. We'll do that scene later. Fine. I'll have to go back and replay. Not happy about it. It's fine. Morning, Sophia. Michael ran this case too. I think you can retell what happened as well as I can. Dang it. I'm sure even that gave us something back. I don't know what it gave us. Michael's story was dry but precise. It was clear this wasn't his first debriefing. Phillips did not look too impressed, but he was at the very least satisfied. Not bad for your first time, Melody. And Michael, allow me to express my respect for your organization skills. Thank you. Teamwork is invaluable in our line of work, which is why I would like to offer you the help of a partner. Melody performed admirably on her first assignment. I think you could use her assistance. I'm used to working alone. Learning a new city will take a lot of time. George was clearly torn. However, once Michael mentioned time, he came to a decision. You're right. Time is our most precious resource now. He looked at the girl, studying her. Melody, what do you say? Yeah. I'll be honored to work with you. Then we meet here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Partner. Okay. Now I'll have to go back, see how that scene runs after replaying season 1. I'm not doing that tonight, but I'll do it later. When Melody returned home, it was already dusk. Shelly, I'm back. Silence was her answer. Is she still on the beach? I wonder where I missed the points. I don't know, because I feel like maybe I remember those times when I told Shelly information that I wasn't supposed to tell her, and I didn't get the reputation from it. Yeah, because like when I was telling her about my business, I chose not to lie to her, and I lost reputation there. There's something here in episode 3. So you can get more reputation later. You can get reputation here. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like that was it. So I feel like I got all the other ones. I think I forgot to check. Oh, I checked on Caleb instead of getting the reputation, which was a mistake because I don't even like him. I doubt he'll even be part of the story anymore. Okay, so those were the 2 points right there. Those 2 points right there that I didn't do because I was being nice and not doing my job. I lost reputation. Okay, so pretty early in the season, actually, when I lost most of my reputation. Okay, so those are 2 points I can get back. I can already tell right there. Okay, she's still on the beach. She undressed and then walked around the apartment. Everything was just they had left it in the morning. I don't like this. Carl could already have her. Well, she hasn't dropped by home. There's no wet towel, no swimwear. I should call her. She picked up her phone up and started vibrating. Alec called me. That's a nice way to start this conversation. Oh boy. Okay. What comes next? Her voice trembled. Next? Next is the court, given how much drugs they had on them when they were arrested. Is there nothing that can be done? Finding a lawyer, but I can't help you there. Hire a lawyer, pay the bill. What other options are there? That's it, I think. Are you shooting to do anything? I can't just leave Alec or Dude. We're family. And I thought you were too. I gotta go. Okay. So can you even date Kayla then? Because it kind of sounds like it's final. Wait. I know I keep looking around, but I'm so curious. Like, is that something you can do? Hold up. So it says here, if you didn't have a relationship with Jake at the end of season 1, then you talk to Kayla. But it seems like no matter what you do, your relationship deteriorates anyway. I don't know. Conversation with Kayla left a foul aftertaste. Melody felt an overwhelming need to wash, preferably from the inside too. A hot shower helped a little. At least her muscles unknotted. The conversation swirled around her head. She may be right, but it's not something I can change. At the edge of sleep, a thought hit her. Shelly's not home yet. Should probably call her. Yeah, call her. Finding the desire to just drop and fall asleep, she found her phone. It lit up with the intensity of 1,000 suns, blinding her for a minute. Ugh. She called her friend. Long beeps followed. The call went to voicemail. Melody tried again. Oh, fuck. Come on, answer. She did not manage to get through. Bad thoughts came to her in dark and quiet. She tried to wave them off. Nothing bad happened the last time, right? Just having fun with someone. She'll be home by morning. She's not going to be home by morning. She wasn't home by morning. Repeated calls gave nothing except a demoralizing message that her number could not be reached. Melody felt herself start to really worry. Of course, she could have stayed to sleep at someone else's place, but she needs to be dead drunk for that. Shelly was usually good at keeping her alcohol in check. She could have been roofied. I should find her. The best way to do it would be print some posters, call hospitals, report to the police. Let's call some hospitals. The calls did not yield any results. It was both reassuring and scary. At least I've narrowed my search, right? Her watch caught her eye. Damn it, it's 9 already. Oh, shit. I'm late for the meeting. I can cut through 5th Street and catch a taxi there. Damn it. But this but I can't. She tried to make it on time, but she failed. Her phone rang. She felt a sliver of hope. Shelly. It wasn't her. An unknown number shone on the screen. Her heart in her throat, she answered. They're on the first day, are we? His voice was less than pleased. I should explain, but this will sound... A friend of mine went missing. Missing? I'm staying at her place and she hadn't returned home yesterday or today. She wouldn't answer my calls and now her phone is off. What does she look like? What? What does she look like? Could you send me a picture of her? Of course. With stiff fingers, she found a photo and sent it to Phillips. Oh no, she's his type. Oh, serial killers usually have a type. Well, I have good and bad news for you. The bad news is she fits our creep's victim profile, and we left her with Carl! Oh. At these words, something cold and awful settled inside her. The good news is I'm already here. We'll catch him. I promise. Okay. Okay. Okay, the only reputation we missed in this episode was the one we're required to have reputation in the first place. And it didn't matter what you chose on that last choice. So calling hospitals was fine. Shelly has been snatched! Dude! It says episode 2. Innocence is the best alibi. So there's him with his creepy ass camera right there. And there it doesn't look like he's wearing a hoodie. I feel like something is under there, like maybe like the scratches and like cuts from his victims who tried to escape. Chapter 2, another clue. That rhymes. Melody sat in silence. Phillips looked her up and down darkly, then exhaled. Okay, let's begin. He turned to the screen so that she could see it. Here's all I have on this case. Interviews with people who knew the victims, data on them. Here are their posthumous photos. I don't recommend you dwell on them. Considering what happened, it can be traumatizing. The sound of her voice made her skin crawl. I need to see the pictures. Alright then. All these photos were found on a darknet forum uploaded by someone using Ratnitsky as an alias. I think this is a reference to Man Ray. What and what? I've heard that name before. George noticed her concentrating. He was a prolific surrealist photographer. He opened the folder. 16 disgusting but eye-catching photos. 16 pretty curly-haired girls displayed in unnatural poses. You can see the surrealist influences here as well. This is horrible. 16 dead girls looked at her, forever trapped in a hideous afterlife. Could Shelly also be? A cold, clammy feeling settled in her stomach. Phillips, businesslike, opened one of the photos full screen. Kelly Sachs, one of the first victims, noticed the marks on her wrist. She had been tied up for a long time, so he might keep Shelly first to figure out how he wants to do what he's doing. One of the first? Sadly, we cannot tell for sure who was the first victim. I have a feeling that not all of his projects were photographed. It's also possible that he had trained for a while. And the remains of this training have not been found. The man shrugged in slight exasperation. Despite the fact that the missing persons numbers have gone down considerably since the early 2000s, there's still a lot of cases. Last year alone in the US, close to 240,000 women under the age of 21 went missing, another 60,000 older than 21. Considering that 11% of the populace have curly hair, we have 33,000 young women who could have become his victims. Of course, these are all very rough calculations, but the statistics are not on our side. I understand. What's his modus operandi? How many bodies were found? Supposedly, he uses poison to kill. There are no visible mortal wounds or strangulation marks. So no traces of the poison were found? No, we have several options. Anything starting with the plant toxins and ending with ethylene glycol. However, we can't discount an air bubble introduced to the victim's circulatory system either. George returned to the photos. Notice the background. Melanie made an effort to look past the mingled bodies. Concrete wall, concrete floor. This is of a different shade. Metal here. Are these all different locations? Correct. Most likely abandoned structures. See, the wall is cracked here, and here, that's very old wood. Reputation. I don't know what I got a reputation for, but I'm happy that I can learn it. He definitely chose the background to fit the theme of the photo. These aren't random places. He spent time and effort scouting for the right spot. I'm sure a perp knows his way around a camera. Most likely he's a good enough photographer. The pictures speak for themselves, so we need somebody who has a fucking camera. The lighting has been set up, the composition is deliberate, and he knows that the camera usually saves the geo-positioning and the other data in the picture file. And you think so because? It's not there. Everything that can give away his identity has been scrubbed clean. And he definitely does post-processing on the picture, removes the corpseness. So he's not stupid, or at least he has learned to stay low. And he knows how to photograph. There's something bothering me. Photo equipment is unwieldy. How does he move from place to place? Philip shrugged. With a good enough smartphone, you can make do without a dedicated camera. So there's no reason to search every single traveling photographer. But I think he's moving alone. This allows him to get close to the victim without anyone thinking it's strange. So you're trying to tell me that it might not be Carl because he's moving with the group? Makes you think he's moving alone. You don't know for sure. Because it's almost easier when he's with a group of friends. Because if you just like meet somebody new and you're all hanging out, then nobody's gonna think you're strange and you just like take her home. A lone photographer offering a photo shoot to pretty girls. Pretty curly haired girls with good smooth skin. And he's not necessarily offering them a photo shoot. He could invite them to dinner or offer to watch the sunset together. Makes sense. He's handsome, Shelley would have agreed. I think he's marking them on the beach, stalking them for a while, and then when he hit her with his ball on purpose. He did it on purpose! Stalking them for a while, and then when he's ready, he kidnaps them. Melody felt nauseous. George noticed her grow pale. He looked sympathetic for a second. Coffee? She could only nod in response. What's your brew? Espresso, Americano, cappuccino. This one has a pretty art. She gratefully took a cup of fragrant coffee. Well, let's plan our next moves. I'll go talk to Olivia Jenkins, family and friends. You may have seen her on posters and milk cartons. She went missing 4 days ago somewhere near 15th Street. Olivia Jenkins. Meanwhile, you should retrace Shelley's day. Don't forget to question her coworkers and friends. Maybe they noticed something off before she went missing. We shouldn't dismiss other reasons for her disappearance. We must check everything. So he's not convinced Shelley is that cruise victim. Melody chose her words carefully. Don't you think this is wasting our time? If Shelley is a victim. George exhaled, annoyed. I understand she's a close friend, but if that starts interfering with the investigation, I will have to refuse any further help from you. Trying to bring it to that point. To retrace Shelley's steps, I should start with the beach. Maybe one of the lifeguards noticed something? I should probably change, though. I don't want to stand out from the crowd. We can go Bando. Monokini. That's cute. Or Mayo. Bando's kind of cool. I like the design on this, though. That's cool. It's not that much more expensive either. Where do you want to go with this? This looks cool. I mean, those designs are pretty. I do like that too. I'm gonna go with this one. I like it. That's better. I should probably start at the first tower. Jake could have noticed something. I think Ryan was on the second. There were a lot of people on the beach, no less than yesterday. Melody purposefully strode to the tower. But the facade of confidence, suspicion and anxiety churned inside her. The beachgoers looked like a flat cardboard cutouts to her. She was constantly feeling as if a predator was stalking her from among them. What's wrong with me? Keep it together. Jake stood on the tower. Melody? You have an exceptional relationship with Jake. He looked pleasantly surprised. Catching a tan without your friend today? His words stung her. Yeah, I'm not with Shelley today. She's gone missing. I'm trying to find her, which is why I'm here. Maybe you seen something? She hugged herself. I know it sounds stupid, but are you alright? He sounded genuinely concerned. She smiled a little. I am Unsure. What does it matter? I have different priorities right now. That's not what I agreed to say, but okay, fuck whatever. So yesterday, after I left, did you see her? I can't say I've been looking at her specifically. Lifeguard thought for a bit. I can definitely remember her with a group of people about an hour later. They played volleyball before, and then they packed up and left. You notice where they went exactly? Towards the second tower? Ryan stood there yesterday. You can ask him. That's something. Thank you. Turned to the ladder, but Jake's hand stopped her. Come here. His arms tightly circled her waist. They were completely friendly yesterday. Like, now we're back to this. It's gonna be okay. You will find her. Anything you need, I'm here for you. Melody rested her forehead against his shoulder. Okay. The walk to the second tower didn't take long, but it was enough for her to get lost in thought. So, Shelly stayed with those guys. That's a lead, at least. If I don't find Shelly per se, I can find them. She didn't get to speak to Ryan. A familiar voice brought her out of her thoughts. Melody. Kayla, what are you doing here? At the beach? Everybody's here. Kind of wanted to blow some steam after yesterday. I realized there's no reason to keep winding myself up. It kind of helped. What brings you here? You're smiling. That's odd. I'm looking for my friend. She didn't come back home yesterday. A complex mix of emotions swirled on Kayla's face. Surprise gave place to confusion, followed by a flash of gloating that was replaced by shame. Finally, she settled on compassion. Ooh. Is there anything I can do to help? Melody shrugged. Maybe you can tell me something. Melody showed her a picture of Shelly. This is her. Her name's Shelly. Jake saw her come this way with another 6 people yesterday. The lifeguard? He's got good eyes. I wasn't here yesterday, but Remora and Sponge were. Let's ask them. She waved to come here at the water. I haven't seen them in a while. How are they? Nervous, as are the rest of us. At least I could give them some closure yesterday. An awkward silence hung in the air. A few minutes later, the surfers were coming out of the water. Hey, long time no see. Howdy, you're right on time. The water's perfect. You're here to surf, right? It's about time. No, I'm here on business. Showed them the picture and described the situation. Kayla said that you were here yesterday. Have you seen her? I'm terrible at remembering faces. I've seen her. She's with those guys and gals who stopped on the next beach. Could you be more specific? Well, I surfed with them once or twice. Didn't get all their names, but Mickey's a great guy. We chatted for a bit. So Shelly really did go with them. Where did you meet them for the first time? I'm telling you, they stopped on the next beach. They're from LA and traveling in vans. The next beach is the beach next to the one we competed for with the squids. Right, thank you. I'll be going. Okay. So I don't think they know about, I don't think Kayla told them about my involvement in that. I didn't want to come out and ask her like, oh, do they know? Melody stopped by the apartment to get her board. Somewhere in her heart, she hoped that Shelly would somehow miraculously be there. The hope was in vain. She sighed and hosted her board. If they're surfers, I could join them and try to carefully get the information I need. And these are the vans that we saw on the front. Look at this little crowd. The road to the right beach took quite a bit of time. Once there, she looked around. Several brightly colored vintage vans stood at the edge of the sand. They're the vans. I hope they're the right ones. With a confident gait, she went to the vans. As she got close to the vans, Melody stopped, paralyzed by possibilities. What now? Knock or look around? Knocking should be fine. She gathered her courage and knocked on the nearest van's door. What now? Leave me alone. I'm trying to work, damn it. Okay, someone's there, alright? She knocked again. The door slid aside and one of the girls from yesterday peered out annoyed. She noticed Melody and her annoyance shifted to surprise. Hi. You're the girl from the beach. What do you need? Okay, this is my chance to find out about Shelly. I want to barge in. I should be more subtle. Looks like my paranoia levels are rising. High reputation path. I am? Even though I didn't have enough reputation to do the other thing. I saw the board on your roof and I wanted to ask how it's performing. It's a phantom, right? I heard it's kind of amazing on any kind of waves. Eve's face lit up with a smile. I see you're a connoisseur. You've been surfing for long? Not really. So how do you like it? Eve looked at the girl at her board at the ocean. Screw this. She slammed the door, walked around the van, clambered on the roof, and unfastened the board. Okay, we're going surfing with Eve. I should have taken a break ages ago. Exchanging pleasantries, the girls went to the water. Alright. Carl stood at the edge of the water, completely absorbed by what was happening on the other end of his camera. A surfing board lay nearby. Surfed your field, have you? Yes. Look, Mickey's finally mastered the foam climb. Don't trust him. His camera shutter clacked and he critically peered at the result. A photographer. Should probably get closer to him, although George said the pictures could have been taken with any smartphone. Messed up the exposure. Eve rolled her eyes and went into the water. But don't get bored, Melody. You coming? On the one hand, I could try to get close to the bulk of the company right away. On the other hand, I might better talk to one of them alone first. Carl staying on the beach. Talk to Carl or catch some waves. This is my chance. And it is a diamond option. So surely it's the right call to make for my investigation. I need to freshen up the wax. You go, I'll be right behind you. You smiled in anticipation. See yourself, more ways for me. Okay, she's cool. Melody stayed alone with Carl. She settled down in the sand, took her piece of wax, and started running it over her board. Okay, we're all alone. Now how do I start a natural and completely suspicion-free conversation? It'll be a lot simpler where he not is absorbed by his camera. Right, time to brush up on my interrogation technique. First impression has already been produced yesterday. I should keep it up. I don't think he'll show opposition during our conversation, but I should watch for it so I have time to react. Now, establishing rapport. What do we even have in common? Her gaze stopped on Carl's board. He can definitely surf, but photography looks to be the way closer to him. Trouble is, I last did photography in high school. Where do I start? I'm still gonna start with surfing because I want to embarrass myself with photography. Even though it kind of looks like the way. Still, I don't want to embarrass myself. I do know more about surfing. How are the waves today? A 3 out of 10. A week ago we had giant waves, 8 feet at least. Oh, you're lucky. You missed them. Came here too late. Looks like I passed the first level. Time to go deeper. The experience is unforgettable. So I've been told. However, I did manage to get a few good shots. Will you show me? Of course. There, from here and on, is what I took after coming to Miami. Uh-huh. So what if I accidentally click backwards? See what you've been working on before you got to Miami. 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll get closer and learn something new. Took the heavy camera. Let's see. Decent landscape photos, a few dozen group pictures, some landmarks, then... That's Shelly. Uh-huh. Familiar place. You've been to the Pineapple, haven't you? And not only there, your friend took us on quite a trip yesterday. Yeah, that's her. How'd it go? Well enough, although Shelly left relatively quickly with some guy. A pity. I want to take some more pictures of her. Something's wrong. Could he be the killer? She took the camera from her numb hands. Then Mickey had a bit too much and we had to leave too. Ash doesn't like being around drunk people. I should tell George. She finished waxing her board as quickly as she could and went to the water. I must not make him suspicious. I can't afford to spook him. The camera clocked behind her back. What are we taking pictures of? She paddled to the lineup. Hey, you made it. What, cultured your ear off? I can cross-check the information with the rest of them, right? A bit. He showed me the pictures he took here. Yeah, he likes doing that. With him, that's an occupational hazard. Look who's talking. You, instead of enjoying the waves, are actively going through the physics of their movement. I need it for my project. Mickey and Ashley padded up over to the group. We're going to the shore. My head's killing me. Okay, so you did have a bit too much to drink last night. You should have kept it slow yesterday. I should diffuse attention and learn about yesterday. What tension? Landing back to yesterday. I don't want to miss my shot. I don't want to go too fast. Let's try. What happened yesterday? Oh, what didn't happen? Your friend took us on a great tour. Yeah, she can do that. Yeah, I took care to stop ordering alcohol after the second bar. Pity Mickey couldn't do that. Hey, stop pushing on me. He turned his board and paddled ashore. Ashley sighed in annoyance and swam after him. Awkward. At least you liked it? Oh, yes. Prince Peach in particular. It's a shame Shelly left early. Come on, her companion was not half bad. So Shelly left the pineapple with a stranger, and everyone saw that. I wonder how the surveillance cameras caught the face of that stranger. She listlessly caught a few waves and went back ashore. It started to get dark. Okay, so he was handsome, and everyone saw her leave with someone else and not leave with Carl. That does not excuse Carl. He could be working with someone. We can't rule that possibility. So I still think Carl is suspect. Carl's still very, very, very suspect. But I don't know. Mother once called Joy, but something stopped her. I know what he's going to say, that I have no reason to suspect Carl and that I should check the stranger first. Something's still wrong. Well, still shouldn't you, update him? With a slow, heavy step, she went to the end of the beach. So convoluted. I have to go back to the pineapple. All right. See if we messed anything up in that one. Oh, okay, yeah, unsure wasn't the answer. I was supposed to say something about totally fine or not okay to get a daring or caution point. Let's see. Okay, I didn't miss any reputation points either. Huh. Okay, it doesn't matter. We got to go back and do that again anyway. Okay, at least we did define this time around. I need to check after every episode, so I know. But I did miss a daring point that I could have gotten, though. So, but we'll get that next time we go through. Okay, so we need to go back. Probably talk to Jake again, since he works there, and he was working there the night that Shelly went missing. So we can see if he knows a stranger or if he can get us into the cameras so we can see that. But I mean, we're a police officer, we should be able to, but we don't have a reason to ask them to see their cameras. I don't know if they'll just show us. I doubt it'll be that simple. So we don't have a warrant or anything like that because we have no reason to know that somebody went missing from there. However, I don't know. Yeah, we have slight reason to suspect she's dangerous. I don't know if that's enough to get them to show us the stuff, so I don't know. Okay. Well, so far, I feel like this investigation is at least a little bit more interesting than the one from the first season. I don't know. I wasn't really that into that one. It's like, yeah, there's drugs somewhere. We're gonna catch you did it. Blah, blah, blah. This one, I think they wanted to make it a little bit more urgent, so they made something about that's a little bit more intense subject. Plus, they chose to involve someone close to us. So that's interesting. Okay, so this season's objective is to find Shelly and save her from the serial killer who may or may not still be Carl. I'm not letting up on that until I get concrete evidence to decide that he is not the person that we're after. Just saying. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this part right here. Don't forget to vote on your choices story that you want me to play. Yeah. yeah, that's cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, go ahead and show a like button, some love, subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye.